Hello folks, Gary GSF. Today I'm making this little vlog just to discuss with you this little camera that I bought 2 or 3 months ago. Reasons for buying it. Now, always a reason. First was I wanted a mirrorless camera with an articulating screen, and as you can see, this has it. Okay. Also, I like the idea of the micro four thirds sensor. Now, a lot of these mirrorless cameras, the budget end will come with a 1-inch sensor. That's a micro four thirds, and it's slightly bigger. It's 4/3 of an inch, so it's quite more detailed than that. Still a little smaller than my DSLRs, which is an APC-S. It's just a little bigger as well, but not full frame. And you're talking, as you start to go into those full frames, you're starting to up their money. But wanted to be interchangeable lenses, articulating screen, and reasonable quality. And it's a 16 megapixel kit lens, 12mm to 32mm. Now, what that equates to in full frame, I do not know, but I would imagine it's around about 25mm to maybe 70 or 80, which would be quite good. It'd be enough for what you would need. Right, on this, the photo quality, it's a 16 megapixel sensor, really quite good. Say, not being full frame, I've noticed that when you go up the ISOs, now I took a couple of pictures up ISO 800, and I could notice quite a bit of noise on it. So that for the size of sensor, that's one of the downsides. But photographing in, which I do most of the time in daylight, is not going to be an issue for me. It has all the full functionality of a DSLR, but one thing it doesn't come with, if you have a look in the back, there's no electronic viewfinder. So it's all done on the screen. It's all like old school compact, all done on the screen. But again, you have your live view all the time, so it's really good. So for stills, I find it really good, and you have a great functionality. If you've also noticed there, I do have a filter on that. It's a UV filter. Now, UV filters don't do an awful lot for digital cameras. They're really just like a glass cover over the front of it, and that's exactly why I have it there. It'll take away any damage to the lens, and there'll be no scratching on the lens or coating, or if the UV filter gets damaged, it'll be binned and a new one put on it. But that's on the photography side of it. Right, now the video side of this little camera. It's great for vlogging with your articulating screen, and as I put it on that handle shown you earlier. Big downside, there is a downside to this. There's only 5 minutes at 4K. It limits you to 5 minutes continuous recording at 4K. Now, if you switch it down to 1080, that comes up to 20 minutes, which is more than enough for anyone. But as I said, I'm happy enough with the 4K. 5 minutes, you can only talk so much at one time. So that is a downside to it. Now, also focusing when you're on that 4K, when you're focusing, and you'll find the focus takes a little while to lock on, and then it actually starts to do a thing called focus breathing. Sometimes it will drift away from the focus that it's on, looking for something else, and then comes back to the focus, and you can see it like pulsing in and out. I thought it was a great terminology for it, but it does do that. Now, the quality's great. That really is fantastic. Now, one of the things, it doesn't have continuous focus, and if you zoom, it'll have to actually refocus again, where a camcorder will not. So for a lot of the things, a camcorder does become a better option, but again, there's a bigger sensor than this than I do have in any of my camcorders. So that's really good with it. The quality is there, but let's say the downsides are the little focus breathing, where it starts to lose your focus, and also if you're long-winded, yeah, you'll go over your five minutes. Now, to conclude, this little camera is so portable. It's become one of my mainstays. It is great for doing travel vlog videos. Now there's a couple of travel vlog videos on my channel just before this. They're great. It was handy for that. So convenience is the size. I've just put the two lenses and the camera into this bag along with a little attachment at the bottom of it that holds the little tripod that I use as a handle. Absolutely great. There'll be a couple of photographs at the end. Well, 4 photographs I'll put on at the end. You can get a good look at them, see what you think. I think for stills it's absolutely fabulous. But again, some people would demand a little electronic viewfinder. But for this, I'm well pleased, and it has become a really, really good toy for me. So Panasonic GX880. I hope that gives you, like, I don't want to go into tech specs and everything because that's covered in so many others. I just want to give you like the real world user on it, and say with limitations, it is a fabulous piece of kit. I'm so glad I bought it. You know, if you can find one new, old stock, certainly go for it. Or even if you got a good enough deal, you know, on second-hand stuff, don't shy away from it. It is a basic mirrorless camera, but it performs better than what the price point says. So this filmed around Christmas. If you're with us to this stage, I wish you a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, happy and prosperous New Year. And thanks very much for staying to the end. And if you feel like liking, if you've enjoyed it, hit a like on it. I've heard someone else say if you didn't like it, hit the dislike button twice. If you feel like making a subscription, it would be very much appreciated. But thanks again for watching. Merry Christmas and take care. Bye for now.